Atlantic Broadband Cable, in cooperation with the South Union Township Supervisors, presents the South Union Township Sports Network. Today via tape delay from the Thomas Landman Field, the home of the Laurel Highlands High School baseball team. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs take on the Uniontown Red Raiders. Hi, everybody. I'm Brian Morozak with Gary Frankhauser and Jerry Dupay, and welcome you aboard for today's high school baseball game. It's also senior day here for the Mustangs. South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Got a Brian Morozak with Gary Frankhauser and Jerry Dupay, and we'll be back with Senior Day festivities after these messages.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours, and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Every person who's been injured, when they come in, has an expectation that their case is important, and it is to us. We take these cases very seriously.
So that experience that we have is unique also because we have experience in these communities, in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg, in these court systems.
You don't have to go to Pittsburgh to be represented by attorneys who don't know their way around your community.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Welcome back to Landman Field here at Laurel Highlands High School for Senior Day festivities for the Laurel Highlands baseball team. We're now going to turn it over to the Laurel Highlands Athletic Director, Mark John, for today's Senior Day festivities.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tom Landman Stadium, where this afternoon we will honor the Uniontown seniors and the Laurel Highlands seniors on a day that was created for baseball, hot dogs, and apple pie. We are happy to be here and honor these wonderful young men. Meeting and greeting our seniors will be our principal, Mr. John Diamond, our superintendent, Dr. Jesse T. Wallace, and Mr. Tom Landman, school board member, and our coaching staff. Coach Mike Smith, Coach Scott DeBerry, Got to turn around so I can see. My eyes aren't as good as they used to be. Maybe even take the hat off. That Coach LaPresta and Coach Joe LaPresta. And now, let's meet and greet the Uniontown senior baseball players. Number 5, Wyatt Rischel. Number 9, Wyatt Lepley. Number 24, Nolan Sennett. Number 33, Owen Martin. And senior number 5 for Uniontown, number 40, Jake Schwartzentruber. About a big round of applause for the Uniontown seniors, ladies and gentlemen. And now your Laurel Highland Mustang seniors. Our first senior, Dylan Bonner. Dylan will be escorted by Aaron Martin, Darrell Shea, and Aubrey Shea. Dylan's proudest accomplishment as a Mustang, winning a section championship. Future plans to attend college. Ladies and gentlemen, Dylan Bonner. Our next senior, Michael Brestensky. Michael will be escorted by Matt and Tammy Brestensky. Michael's most proudest moment, being accepted into the National Honor Society. Michael will miss most being on the field and in school with his best friends. Michael plans on attending Penn State and becoming a mechanical engineer. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Brestensky. Our next senior, Robert Ricker. Robert is being escorted by Shauna Bricker, Caitlin and Bobby Bricker. Proudest accomplishment, stealing 19 bases his sophomore year. What will he miss? Spending baseball season with his closest friend. Ryan will be attending Cal U for physical therapy. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Bricker. Our next senior, Sam Frazee. Sam will be escorted by Sam and Glory Ann Frazee. One of Sam's proudest accomplishments, being accepted into the Physician's Assistant Program at Seton Hill University. Sam will attend Seton Hill University in the PA program. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Sam Frazee. Our next senior, Alex Guest. Alex will be escorted by Rob and Diane Guest. One of his proudest accomplishments, being accepted to Penn State University. He will miss spending time with his friends and playing baseball. He will be attending Penn State main campus studying civil engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Guest. Our next senior, Greg Hench. Greg will be escorted by his parents, Greg and Dee Hench. Proudest accomplishment, being selected for the all-section first team. Greg will miss playing sports with all of his friends. Greg will attend Seton Hill University to become a physician's assistant. Ladies and gentlemen, Greg Hench. Let's give all these Mustangs a great round of applause, the senior Mustangs, as they move up and move on. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise? Gentlemen, would you please take off your caps? And before the national anthem, I would be remiss, because this voice is not the melodic voice that travels through the Mustang events. We are without Barry Rosner today, whose voice resonates throughout Mustang land. Barry had surgery this past Friday, and we ask that you keep Barry Rosner in your thoughts and in your prayers. Thank you. And now, one of Laurel Highlands' own, Junior Alana Snyder will sing to honor America our national anthem. Elena?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? What stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, they proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Alana Snyder. Great job, Alana. In the immortal words of Barry Rosner, once a Mustang, always a Mustang. Seniors, make yourselves feel welcome when you are in Mustang country. And now, if everybody would join me in the first verse of Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
That'll conclude today's Senior Day festivities. Stay tuned. The batting lineup for Uniontown and the defense for Laurel Highlands on the way next year on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Many people unknowingly have chronic liver disease and discover it during routine blood testing. Possible causes include alcohol, hepatitis C, fatty liver, and iron overload. If left unchecked, this can lead to cirrhosis or severe liver scarring. Offer the latest testing and treatment for chronic liver disease. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
Prime Rozak back here at Landman Field at Laurel Highlands High School, just about set to go. The Uniontown Red Raiders and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. The Red Raiders to bat first here in the top half of the first inning. Let's take a look at their lineup. Leading off the catcher, sophomore Jeff King. Batting second, the shortstop, senior Nolan Sennett. Batting third in center field, senior number 33, Owen Martin. In the cleanup spot and playing third base, number 9, senior Wyatt Lepley. Wyatt Rischel's batting fifth. He's playing second base for the Red Raiders. John Harron batting sixth and pitching. The DH is Marcus Capon. He's batting seventh. Alex Busby batting eighth and playing first base. And Jake Shiley in left field batting ninth for Uniontown. Defensively for Laurel Highlands, though, Ryan Bricker out in the left, Alex Gaskin center, and Tyler Becker in right. Around the horn, Nate Simkoski at third, Michael Brostensky at short, Santino Mera playing second, and Sam Frazee playing first. Dylan Bana on the mound and Caleb Scott catching. This is Bana's second appearance of the season. Has not factored in a decision. Has worked 2 innings, given up 2 hits, 2 runs, only one of them earned, 3 walks and 3 strikeouts, and sports a 3.50 ERA. We're back with the first pitch right after this. Laurel Highlands hosting Uniontown here on 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS, the South Union Township Sports Network, and the Tribble Live High School Sports Network. Turn to the experts. Fayette Furnace Company Incorporated, serving the Tri-County area since 1920. The area's oldest and most reliable heating and cooling contractor, specializing in Carrier equipment. Employee owned and operated, choosing Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier not only gives you over 200 years of experience, but gives you the experts to help you solve your home's comfort needs. Call Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier to solve your home comfort needs today. Call 724-438-5400 or look up Fayette Furnace Company on the web at FayetteFurnaceCompany.com. Turn to the experts, almost 100 years of serving the Tri-County area. For more information, call Mike at 724-438-5400. That's 724-438-5400 for Fayette Furnace Company. Prime Rozak back here at Landman Field at Laurel Highlands High School, just about set to get this one underway. And Dylan Bona's first pitch, a fastball high and inside to Jeff King. King, a 6'2", 150 junior, comes into this game with a 185 average and 3 RBIs. Uniontown trying to snap a 6-game losing streak. The Red Raiders actually played a doubleheader yesterday. Lost 11-1 to McKeesports. Also fell to West Mifflin. Swing and a miss there from King. Evens up the count at 1-1. Of course, Laurel Highlands snapped a mini 2-game losing skid yesterday. Got the bats going, a 9-0 win over Chartiers Valley on the road in Bridgeville. Bona's 1-1. Swing and a miss there from King. And the count moves to 1-2. Laurel Highlands enters this game 10-4 overall, 7-4 in Section 3 5A play. Uniontown 3-11 overall, 3-10 in Section 3 4A play. Now Bona's 1-2 here to Jeff King. Low and in the dirt to even up the counts at 2-2. Laurel Highlands will have an opportunity tomorrow to take second place in Section 3 5A. The Mustangs and Montour Spartans enter play today, tied for second place in the conference. Is a 2-2 sent high in the air by King in the right field. Ryan Bricker there for the Mustangs, and he'll make the grab for the first out of the inning. By the way, this top half of the first being brought to you by Ted Silva and Son Auto Repair on the Atlas Road in Hopwood. The Mustangs helped out yesterday by Trinity's win over Montour, putting the Mustangs back into a second-place tie with the Spartans. Montour, a tough game tomorrow. They take on West Allegheny. West Allegheny is yet to lose a conference game all season. And, of course, Laurel Highlands will host Albert Gallatin here at Landman Field. 4 o'clock start. On the radio side, we're on the air at 3:45 with the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. At the plate for Uniontown, Nolan Sennett takes the first pitch from Bonner for strike one. Sennett, a 6'1", 200-pound senior, getting the start at shortstop today. Comes into the game with a .314 average and 3 RBIs. 0-1 on the way. Swing and a miss there from Sennett. Count now moves to 0-2. Laurel Highlands giving 5 of their 6 seniors a start here today. The only senior not in the lineup, Greg Hench, was injured during warm-ups yesterday. We hope Greg's all right and back in the lineup soon for the Mustangs. That one fouled off by Nolan Sennett. Greg, one of 3 Mustangs, named first team all-section along with Dino Vecchiola and Santino Mera. Hench was actually 3 for 3 in the Mustangs' loss against Montour this past Friday. Tough to see him get dinged up before the start of yesterday's game. Now Bonner trying to finish off Nolan Sennett. That pitch misses low and outside. The Mustangs will also play a non-conference game on Thursday this week at Hempfield against the Spartans. That's the final scheduled regular season game for Laurel Highlands. The WPIAL playoffs will get announced on Friday. The Mustangs could play a first-round WPIAL playoff game as early as Monday. Another pitch low and in the dirt there from Bonner to Sennett. I believe we're full of 3 and 2 with 1 out as we work here in the top half of the first inning. Just underway, Uniontown taking on Laurel Highlands. And Bonner back on the mound, long looking there to the catcher Caleb Scott. 3-2 pitch, fastball hit on the ground there to Brstensky at short. Throw over to first in time. And a nice snag there from Sam Frazee, the Mustangs' first baseman. So Sennett retired 6-3, 2 up, 2 down here in the top half of the first. Now Owen Martin coming to the plate here for Uniontown. Martin is 6'1", 180-pound senior, batting .250 with 5 RBIs, batting from the left side for the Red Raiders. Uniontown in their away maroons, white numbers, white pants today. Laurel Highlands in their home whites, red numbers, and a red stripe on the white pants for the Mustangs. Bonner's first pitch to Owen Martin, swing and a miss there for Martin. Falls behind 0-1. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupay from the South Union Township Sports Network. Nick Barczak back in our Uniontown Hospital studios on the radio side. Gary Frankhauser expected to join us later on this afternoon as well. 0-1 pitch low in the dirt there from Bonner. Evens up the count at 1-1. Of course, the Mustangs have to save some pitching for later in the week as well, including tomorrow's conference finale against Albert Gallatin. And the Colonials battle the Mustangs rather tough. The first time those two teams met earlier on this season down at Smithfield, the Mustangs had a gut out, a late win there. 1-1 pitch, and this one popped up here. We'll go into left field. Ryan Bricker getting underneath it. He'll make the grab for the third out of the inning. So 1-2-3, top half of the first. We'll move to the bottom of the first. Scoreless, Uniontown and Laurel Highlands here on the Radcliffe Law Firm High School Sports Day on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank. At your service.
Moving to the bottom of the first inning here at Landman Field at Laurel Highlands High School. Scoreless between the Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders. Let's hit the Mustangs batting lineup. Leading off the junior second baseman, Santino Mera, batting second and pitching. Senior Dylan Bonner batting third in right field. Junior Tyler Becker in the cleanup spot and playing third base here today. Junior Nate Zimkowski, Caleb Scott catching and batting fifth. Sam Frazee playing first base and batting sixth. Alex Geskin center field batting seventh. Michael Brostensky, the shortstop, batting eighth. And Ryan Bricker out in left field, batting ninth for the Mustangs today. Defensively for Uniontown, they'll have Jake Shiley out in left, Owen Martin in center, and Jake Murray in right. Around the horn, Wyatt Lepley at third, Nolan Sennett at short, Wyatt Rischel at second, and Alex Busby playing first. John Harem on the mound, and Jeff King catching for the Uniontown Red Raiders. And John Harem set to go. He'll wind and fire the first pitch here to Santino Mera. It's a breaking ball. This is high and inside for ball one. Mera, the junior second baseman, batting .400 with 8 RBIs so far this season for the Mustangs. Now Harem the long look in here to Jeff King. 1-0 to Mera. Another off-speed pitch, but it's in there for a strike to even up the count at 1-1. This is already Harem's 10th appearance of the season. Enters the game with an 0-2 record, 4.36 ERA. He's worked 35 1/3 innings. Really has been the workhorse pitcher for the Red Raiders so far this season. 1-1, and Mera hits it high in the air, deep to left. Backing up is Jake Shiley, and it hits off the wall. Mera on his way to second, and Shiley now with a relay coming in. And Santino a stand-up double to get things started here for the Mustangs in the bottom of the first inning. And Mera wasn't too far off from hitting a home run there. That ball hit off the left field wall on the fly. And the Mustangs in business with nobody out here in the bottom half of the first inning. This bottom half of the first being brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. And now Dylan Bonner at the plate for the Mustangs. Bonner was a last-minute addition to the starting lineup for Laurel Highlands yesterday after Greg Hench got scratched, and Bonner took advantage. Takes the first pitch here for a strike. Dylan yesterday against Chartiers Valley was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the first inning. Also had a stolen base, sac fly RBI in the second, walked in the fourth, and also picked up an RBI single in the seventh inning yesterday. The only unproductive at bat, I guess you could say, was a fly out to center field in the sixth inning. Dylan now enters this game with a .214 average and 6 RBIs. We mentioned making his second appearance on the mound so far this season for the Mustangs. Now with Mera on second and nobody out here in the bottom half of the first inning. Bonner taking a pitch there on the outside. That was an 0-2. Count now 1-2. John Harem to Dylan Bonner. Mentioned some of Harem's stats in his 35 1/3 innings of work. Has given up 39 hits, 30 runs, 22 of them earned so far this season. And Bonner with a high fly ball to shallow right, and it's well placed in front of the right fielder Jake Murray. With the shallow fly ball, Santino Mera having to hold it third, but it's back-to-back hits to start this game for the Mustangs. A double from Santino Mera, now a single to right from Dylan Bonner. Now 2 on and nobody out, and Tyler Becker, the junior right fielder, coming to the plate. Becker batting .333 with 9 RBIs so far this season for the Mustangs. Batting here from the left side against the righty John Harem. Harem set to go. First pitch, an off-speed pitch to Becker, misses for ball one. These two schools' junior varsity teams will play after the varsity game today. Big day of baseball here at Landman Field. It was also senior day. We'll pass along more information about the Mustangs seniors later on in our broadcast. Becker popping this one up to left. Catch made there by Shiley. Now holding at third. Mera unable to tag with a quick relay coming in from left. So Becker retired for the first out of this bottom of the first inning. Gary Frankhauser now here. He's going to join us on both the radio and the TV side. Welcome aboard, Gary.
Thanks, Brian. Beautiful day for baseball.
Game time temperature 74 degrees under mostly sunny skies. We'll throw over to first. Head first slide back safely there from Dylan Bonner. And a good start for the Mustangs as well, Gary. 2 on, 1 out. As we work here in the bottom of the first inning, game still scoreless. Nate Zimkowski at the plate. Junior third baseman batting .308 with 12 RBIs so far this season. John Harem now taking his time from the stretch. Has a clean look of Mera over at third. Now Bonner going, and the pitch is hit high in the air to right field, making the grab. This could be a double play. Relay coming in, and they'll make the tag there on Bonner, and that'll end the inning. So you have the fly ball going out to Jake Murray in right. Dylan Bonner was running on the play, and Murray able to make the grab in shallow right. Retires Imkoski, get the quick relay in to double off Bana to end the inning. So after an inning of baseball, Laurel Highlands and Uniontown scoreless here at Mustang Field at Laurel Highlands High School here on the Radcliffe Law Firm High School Sports Day on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and the South Union Township Sports Network.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Back here at Landman Field at Laurel Highlands High School, Wyatt Lepley, Wyatt Rischel, and John Harum due up for Uniontown here in the top half of the second inning. Uniontown and Laurel Highlands scoreless so far. The Mustangs missing an opportunity in the bottom half of the first inning. Got back-to-back hits to start the game. A double from Santino Mera and Dylan Bonas single to right. But after Tyler Becker flew out, Nate Simkoski flew out to right, and Bono was doubled off at first.
Yeah, squandered an opportunity there.
Now Bana back on the mound. First pitch here, and first pitch swinging from Wyatt Lepley. Fly ball deep in the infield. Michael Brostensky backing up. The shortstop makes the grab for the first out of this top half of the second.
That was a tough play there for Brostensky. He really had to back up a lot, and backpedaling, looking up into that sun, made a nice play.
You had Mera there at second, and also the Mustang center fielder Alex Gesk today all had a play on the ball, but it was Brostensky retiring Lepley for the first out of this top half of the second, and now Wyatt Rischel will come to the plate. Rischel, 5'7", 160 senior, batting .205 with 4 RBIs. Takes the first pitch, a fastball high and inside from Bana for ball one. This top half of the second inning being brought to you by Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vicides, at work building Fayette County's future. Mentioned during the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, Gary, Bana making only a second appearance on the mound so far this season. And here's a chopper to Brostensky. It's short, tough play, long throw over to first, and able to scoop it up there is Frazee.
Tough play there. Shortstop had to backhand that and really short hopped him in the hole. Long throw over in the dirt, and Frazee not able to dig it out. So I'd give him a hit.
Okay. Infield single for Wyatt Rischel. Now John Harum will come to the plate. Harum, a 5'11", 230 junior. Comes in with a .219 average and 3 RBIs. Of course, opposing Dylan Bana on the mound today for Uniontown. First pitch to Harum, high and inside for ball one. Nice to see the Mustangs get the bats going yesterday, Gary. 9 runs against Chartiers Valley, 9-0 win.
Listened to most of that game, and it was really impressive that they came out and really turned things around after that not as impressive performance against Montour.
Now showing Bud, Harum pops up to Bana. This could be 2, throw over to first in time. So 2 double plays already in this game. That one going 1-3 on the line out from Harum. Rischel doubled off. And the Red Raiders end up getting retired in order. And we'll go to the bottom of the second, scoreless. Uniontown and Laurel Highlands here on the Radcliffe Law Firm High School Sports Day on WMBS and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Good luck to the Mustangs from the South Union Township Supervisors, Rick Vernon, Jason Scott, and Robert Schiffbar.
Brian Rozak, Gary Frankhauser, Jerry Dupay, Nick Barczyk back with you at Landman Field at Laurel Highlands High School. Quick one so far, moving to the bottom of the second. Laurel Highlands and Uniontown scoreless so far. It's Caleb Scott, Sam Frazee, and Alex Gesk due up for the Mustangs here in the bottom half of the second. And Gary, we talked about the Mustangs playing 4 games in 4 days this week. Uniontown played a doubleheader yesterday, in fact, against 2 different teams. Fell to both McKeesport and West Mifflin as Scott fouls off the first pitch here from John Harum to start the bottom half of the second inning.
Tough afternoon for the Red Raiders, but they got a lot of young kids on this team, and looks like a good future for the Red Raiders.
For sure, we saw them against South Park, got behind early last Monday. Couldn't rally back at Bailey Park as Scott takes the 0-1 for a strike, now 0-2. Caleb comes into this game with a .281 average and 7 RBIs. Junior catcher for Laurel Highlands. Now Harum's 0-2. Here to Caleb Scott. Caleb sends it on the ground here on the right side to second base. Wyatt Rischel over to first to Alec Busby to retire Scott 4-3. For the first out of this bottom half of the second inning. And really important for the Mustangs to get the bats going, Gary, with the WPIAL playoffs less than a week away. In fact, playoff games could be as early as next Monday.
And even these non-conference games, you might think they don't mean a lot, but they certainly do when it comes to seeding.
And Laurel Highlands got a nice break yesterday with Trinity knocking off Montour. So both the Mustangs and the Montour Spartans 7-4 in conference play as Frazee takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. And Montour has West Allegheny tomorrow. Of course, Laurel Highlands with Albert Gallatin. That bodes well for the Mustangs. You have to think with 3 conferences and Laurel Highlands arguably playing in the toughest section, I think, in the WPIAL. You finish in solo second place. You should end up with a pretty good seat.
You would think. There's always that Fayette County prejudice we talk about.
Well, it shouldn't be there this year with the schedule the Mustangs have played. Now 1-1 here, Harum to Frazee. Big cut there from Sam. Swing and a miss. Count moves to 1-2. Mustangs got a little beat up yesterday too, Gary. Mentioned Greg Hench getting hurt in warm-ups. Took a ball below the eye. Talked to his dad actually before the start of the game, and he had a little scratch on his retina as well. So he hopes to be back soon. And also, Tyler Becker got a little dinged up yesterday. Dylan Bond, I think, got hit twice at the plates.
It's a tough game, this baseball. Contact sport.
What's funny about Greg is plays hockey, of course, all winter long, and you think that being the more contact, higher injury-prone sports than getting injured playing baseball. But, hey, it happens, and Greg's really been hot. I mentioned first team all-conference selection for the Mustangs. Laurel Highlands hopes to have him back for the start of the WPIAL playoffs next week. Sam Frazee taking that pitch low. Sam comes in with a .375 average and 3 RBIs. Senior first baseman for the Mustangs.
I got to take in a lot of those hockey games with my nephew Nick Capuzzi playing on that squad for Connellsville. And then they actually went to the playoff game. There's a long drive.
Had a nice season, and Frazee hits it over the head of right fielder Jake Murray. Sam on his way to second with a stand-up double, second double of the afternoon for the Mustangs.
Nice drive there, deep to right center field by Sam Frazee, and no chance out there in center field by Owen Martin or right fielder Jake Murray, as that ball was definitely placed perfectly in the gap.
Now Alex Guest coming to the plate. in this game scoreless. Laurel Highlands and Uniontown from Landman Field here at Laurel Highlands High School. Gesk batting from the left side. Senior comes in with 4 RBIs so far this season. Getting the start in center field here today. A 2-step lead off second there for Frazee. Harem's first pitch to Gesk, and Alex went around, strike 1.
Alex with that sole RBI against Montour. The Mustangs just could not push across that second run in the 7th inning to tie things up.
He drove in Greg Hench. That pitch misses outside. Now 1-1 to Alex Gesk. And this recent series between these two schools has been a series of streaks. Last year, Laurel Highlands down Uniontown 8-4. Prior to that, Laurel Highlands had 6 straight wins over Uniontown, going to from 2014 to 2017 before Uniontown had a win in the 2017 season. And there's a diving catch. Was that not caught there, Gary?
It was caught. I believe it was
he had
caught.
I didn't see an out indicated.
Yeah.
Now the base umpire says he's out.
Double play. Wow.
That'll be the double play coming in here as well.
Nobody could really tell from the vantage point of the runners, but that ball was a beautiful catch. The outfielders are standing out there as if maybe he didn't catch it.
Yeah, it was Owen Martin in center field, and Martin getting the relay in, and they double off Sam Frazee at second. So that's our 3rd double play through 2 innings. So after 2, we're scoreless. Uniontown and Laurel Highlands in the Ratcliffe Law Firm High School Sports Day on WMBS and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
Welcome back to Landman Field, WMBS and the South Union Township Sports Network simulcast. We're up to the top of the 3rd inning, leading off for Uniontown designated hitter Marcus Capon. No score. Dylan Bonner on the mound for the Mustangs, just 19 pitches in his first 2 innings. Strike one there to Capon.
Mentioned, Gary, 3 double plays already in this game. I don't think we saw 3 double plays all season.
It was pretty amazing, and they're kind of strange double plays, too. Little pop up to right that ended up into a double play in the first inning against the Mustangs. Similar play against the Red Raiders. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And this last one, a long drive to center field that Owen Martin for Uniontown had to go back, pedal back, and he actually fell, but made the catch, and the Mustang runners just kept going as if it was going to be a double. There's a line drive to shortstop, and diving, making the catch is Brzezinski, but he's not going to have a throw. Great play there by Brzezinski to get a glove on it, but leadoff single by Marcus Capon will have the Red Raiders in business.
Interesting, Gary. That was only Capon's second at-bat and second plate appearance of the season, and he has hits now in both of his at-bats. Good for Marcus, only a sophomore, 5'9", 160 pounds. And I'll bring up Alec Busby, the Uniontown first baseman, another sophomore, who struggled a little bit at the plate this season, just 1 of 24 at the plate, trying to get things going now with Capon on first.
Whoa, close play there at first base. As nice throw over by Bona. Diving back in was Capon, but very close play.
And the question is, will we have another double play here?
Yeah. So Busby at the plate, first baseman for the Red Raiders. Get to see his first pitch here in the top of the third. Fastball in for a swing and a miss, strike one.
Mentioned Dylan Bonner on the mound, one of the Mustang seniors honored here before Senior Day. His parents, Aaron Martin and Daryl Shea.
It's really nice that the Mustangs, Uniontown does it also. In their senior days, they recognize the seniors from the other squad. There's one in the dirt, skips off of Caleb Scott, but allows Capon to scoot into second base. 1-1 count to Alex Busby.
Bonner's favorite athlete, Dansby Swanson. Favorite team, the Pirates. Favorite food, pizza. And Myers' Pat Mark Martin. Likes to hang out with friends. His most memorable moment at Laurel Highlands, the trip to Hartsville, and he plans to attend college.
Ground ball to third. Now they have the man off at second, and he's going to be trapped.
Wow.
Nice play there by Zimkowski as he just checked over to second, and Capon was caught off the bag a good 20 feet, throw over to Mara for the out. So they get that lead runner on at first on the fielder's choice will be Busby.
That was an odd play as well, Gary. We've seen a lot of those here in the opening 2.5 innings.
That's going to bring up Jake Shiley, the left fielder for Uniontown, with a runner on now at first and 1 out.
Shiley got some time this past fall as the Uniontown football quarterback that helped to turn the football program around here in the fall of 2019 under now third-year head coach Cedric Lloyd.
Fastball on the outside corner, swing and a miss for strike one.
Shiley will be a senior in the fall, finishing up his junior year here at Uniontown.
Here's the 0-1, runner going. There's a bunt down the third base line, but that will trickle foul into the grass. And Busby will have to return to first. And now Shiley looking at an 0-2 count. So Bona throwing strikes. That's what Coach DeBerry certainly wants to get out of him today. Might see some early pitching changes. But if Bona can continue at this pace and continue to throw strikes, they'll get as many innings out of him as they can with another conference game tomorrow. That one's in the dirt for ball one.
And Coach DeBerry said he wanted to get some innings out of Dylan here today. He was actually, in a way, disappointed. He hasn't got a chance to use him that much on the mound so far this season, just the way things have worked out.
And the experience he can gain here would certainly bode well if they need him in the playoffs.
You never know.
Foul tip off the hand of Caleb Scott. Hazards of the duty behind the home plate there, and that'll keep the count at 1-2. Still looking at that right throwing hand. He's going to shake it off, though.
Yeah, he's gotten banged up a couple of times this season. Gotten used to it. This half inning, by the way, brought to you by the Uniontown Hospital, making a healthy difference in the lives they touch.
So 1 out. Count still 1-2 to Jake Shiley. Throw over now. Tag on the second base side of the runner, Busby, back in safely.
Laurel Highlands Athletic Director Mark John mentioned it during the Senior Day festivities. We'd like to send our thoughts and prayers as well to the longtime public address announcer here at Laurel Highlands, Barry Rosner. Barry had some surgery this past Friday, and we hope he's doing well.
There's a line shot and snagged it. There's the double play. Snagged at first base there by Sam Frazee as he was holding the runner on. Luckily he was, because that ball was right down the line, and he snags it on the line drive. Falls straight down on the base for the double play. Yeah.
3 unassisted. Wow.
We'll go to the bottom of the third here on WMBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and the South Union Township Sports Network. Still no score.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Important for people to know that we represent injured people to the best of our ability, and we've been successful doing that. And I don't say that to have people come to see us because we have been successful. I say that because it's true, and it's important.
Another important aspect is the experience that we have is local experience in the court system in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths. Signs include abdominal pain and rectal bleeding. Colon cancer develops from a degenerating benign growth or polyp. Doctors performing colonoscopy are able to remove precancerous polyps, thus preventing colon cancer. This saves lives, and the American Cancer Society now recommends that everyone have a colonoscopy every 10 years, beginning at age 50. Offer the latest diagnostic testing. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Here we go. Gary Frankhauser along with Brian Rozak, Jerry Dupay on the camera for the South Union Township Sports Network. Bottom half of the third inning, still no score. Leading off for the Mustangs in this inning will be, I think that is, who is that?
It's Michael Brostensky, Ryan Bricker, and Sensino Mera due up 8, 9, and 1.
I'm getting lost with these double plays here on my score sheet.
And you have John Harum still on the mound here for Uniontown.
First pitch low for a ball. Here's the 1-0 breaking pitch in there for a strike.
This half inning brought to you by Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West, located across from Applebee's. Michael Brostensky, another Mustang senior honor before the start of the game.
1-1 offering from Harum. There's a line shot into left field, and that's going to be caught there. One-handed grab by the left fielder, Jake Shiley, for Uniontown. 1 out.
And moving right along, Gary.
Absolutely, with the double plays and the minimum pitches. Brings up Ryan Bricker playing left field as we lose our feed. Still here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Pitch to Bricker, and there's a line shot just over the reach of the second baseman out there, Wyatt Rischel. Might even have tipped off his glove, so little looper out there to second base puts Ryan Bricker on with the fourth hit of the game for the Mustangs. So 1 on and 1 out. Santina Mara.
We're on live with the South Union TV broadcast. You can transfer us over on the radio side. We'd appreciate it.
Santina Mara. Now at the plate. Here's a pitch. Breaking pitch slowly in there for strike 1.
Yeah, radio audience back with us, Gary.
Yeah, the Gremlins are hitting us. I noticed you had a little bit of problem
yesterday. I don't know why. We've been good
yeah.
all season. All of a sudden popping up here for whatever reason.
0-1 pitch. Mara takes strike 2 on the outside corner. 0-2 now as John Harum works here in the bottom of the third. Still no score. Beautiful sun-drenched Landman Field on the campus of Laurel Highlands. Good lead here by Brzezinski. Here's a pitch and another grounder. This to second baseman. Flip to short. No throw to first. Speedy down the line, Mara. No chance for the double play. So fielder's choice for Santino. Out at second, 4-6 was Ryan Bricker. 2 outs now in the inning, and that will bring up Dylan Bonham.
How did Bricker get on initially there, Gary? I was trying to get us reconnected on the radio.
He singled right over the second baseman's glove.
Thank you.
Let's see if Dylan can keep things going here for the Mustangs in the third. Harum with a plethora of breaking pitches. Tantalizing as they come in there, almost the ephus. Strike one.
Hasn't thrown too much heat, that's for sure.
Here's the 0-1. There's a fastball, misses outside.
Bonner single to right field, first time up.
Opportunity for Harum to get out of the inning here again in the third with 2 outs and just 1 runner on here at first.
Now for a moment on that ground ball from Mara, we might see another double play, but Santino too much speed for that to happen.
There's a pitch, and there's a line shot in left field coming on and making a diving grab again. Stellar defensive play out there, Jake Shiley. So we're seeing defense all around here this afternoon. We're going to go to the top of the fourth. Still no score here on WMBS and the South Union Township Sports Network.
Jeff King, Nolan Sennett, Owen Martin due up here for Uniontown. Top half of the fourth inning. Uniontown's had a pair of hits, but they've also hit into a pair of double plays so far. So this will be the 1, 2, and 3 hitters in the Uniontown lineup. Due up here in the top half of the fourth inning, which is being brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy, located inside the Peachin Superfood Mart. Dylan Bonner still on the mound for Laurel Highlands. Certainly has been effective so far in this contest. And Jeff King, who flew out to right first time up at the plates.
Second time through now for the Red Raiders. Got a chance to see Bonner. There's a high fastball for ball one. Ball one now as Jeff King starts things off here in the top of the fourth inning, moving right along. Record pace for this game. Fastball, foul tip back to the screen. 1-1.
It's funny, Gary, because we did the Uniontown South Park game on the radio side about a week and a half ago, and that game took about 3 hours. And we expected, with this being a non-conference game, you'd have even more substitutions and a slower pace, but it's not been that way so far.
That's true. I think that game, I get home about 10:45.
Yeah, it was a late one. We were supposed to start at 7. I think the game didn't start till about 7:30 in a 3-hour game. We've played here 3 innings in just over half an hour.
Foul back again by Jeff King, so 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Dylan Bonner just with 33 pitches here through 3 and 1 batter here in the fourth. Here's the 1-2 pitch from the windup in the dirt, low and inside, 2-2. Both teams enthusiastic here at Landman Field. Crosstown rivalry always important to both teams regardless of the conference or the standings. 2-2 pitch up the middle, but Brzezinski over in front of second base. Strong arm over to Sam Frazee for the first out, 6-3. Brzezinski came in all the way onto the grass right in front of second base on that slow roller. Got by Bonner, but Brzezinski with the smooth glove and strong arm to first for the out.
Really done a nice job throughout the course of the season at shortstop. And the Mustangs, I hate to put the eyes on them at all, Gary, but the defense has been pretty good this year.
I agree. And those 1-run losses have really been a bugaboo as a pop-up now by Nolan Sennett to the right side. Coming in, first baseman Sam Frazee to make the catch just to the left of the pitcher's mound and his pitcher Dylan Bonham. So another 1 pitch out for Dylan.
I was hoping he wasn't going to drop that one because it would have been on me.
Yeah. No, I think you could have caught that one, Brian.
Saw Sam's dad out the game yesterday at Char Valley. Nice to have an opportunity to talk with him.
Brings up Owen Martin, left-hander, flew out to left field his first time up. Swing and a miss at a low fastball on the inside part of the plate.
All these senior profiles, Gary, the game's moving along so fast, haven't even been able to get them in yet.
Yeah, you better take another look at some of those as we move along. Here's the 0-1 on the outside corner for strike two. Try to get a few of these in. We all talk about Ryan Bricker. He's playing left field today. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Bona. That's outside for a ball. Gives me a chance. His escorts, Robert Bricker, Shauna Bricker, Caitlin and Bobby Bricker. Proudest accomplishment, stealing 19 bases sophomore year.
Pretty impressive. His favorite athlete's Kutch, Andrew McCutcheon.
Yeah.
Likes the Yankees, Pirates, favorite food tacos.
High and inside for ball two. He's going to attend Cal U for physical therapy.
Also enjoys playing basketball and video games with friends.
That's Ryan Bricker.
Yep. He also said he broke a bucket lid at Latrobe.
Wow.
Yep.
2-2 now from Bona to Martin. Just outside, so 3-2. Bona trying to get this third out here in the top of the fourth. Two quick ones. Now a few extra pitches to Owen Martin. Gets the signal. Rocks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike three. So 1-2-3 inning again for Dylan Bona. Just 11 pitches will go to the bottom of the fourth. Still no score here at Landman Field. Mustangs and Raiders on WMBS and the South Union Township Sports Network, along with the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
On senior night, senior afternoon, I should say, here at Mustang Field, Landman Field. Due up for the Mustangs, Tyler Becker, Nate Zimkowski, and Caleb Scott. Still no score. Bottom of the fourth, Dylan Bona and John Harum tied up here in a pitcher's duel. So Tyler flew out to left his first time up. There's a pop foul out of play behind home plate. Talk about Sam Frazee, escorted by Sam and Gloria Ann Frazee on senior day, playing first base here today. Proudest accomplishment, being accepted into the Physician's Assistance Program at Seton Hill University.
It's another thing, all these kids, bright kids, Gary.
Yeah. All the friends he made throughout the years. He's going to attend Seton Hill in the fall. Impressive.
His favorite food, Italian wedding soup. Admires his dad. Likes spending time with his family and volunteering at the hospital.
Sam Seeing a lot of action at first here today. And there's a line shot. This time not over the second baseman, Wyatt Rischel. He makes the play. So line drive out by Tyler Becker. Defense again, yeah.
Phenomenal on both sides. This bottom of the fourth brought to you by United Bank at your service.
So just a 2-pitch out there for Harum. Just have him at 33 pitches so far. Through 3.
Mitch doesn't have a lot of speed, but his control's good, and he's mixed up his pitches rather well.
At the plate is Nate Zimkowski. He flew into that double play in the first inning to right field. Looks at ball 1.
You wonder how much of an adjustment.
I'm sorry, strike 1. Sorry,
for the
Brian.
Mustang batters adjusting to a little bit of a slower speed they're seeing from Harum. Haven't seen much of that this year.
There's a ground ball to short. One hand up with it on to first for the out. That was Nolan Sennett across the diamond to Alec Busby. So just 5 pitches in, 2 outs for the Mustangs. And that's going to bring up Caleb Scott with 2 outs in the inning.
Scott grounded out 4-3 first time up. Came in with a .281 average and 7 RBIs. Junior catcher for the Mustangs.
Something's got to give here, Brian.
I agree. Kind of end up having a quick game that goes 14 innings.
There's a fly ball to center field, drifting back and making the one-handed catch, but losing his balance and falling to the ground, Owen Martin. But he makes a catch. And an 6-pitch inning for John Harum. 1, 2, 3 go to the Mustangs. We'll go to the 5th really quick here on the South Union Township Sports Network, WMBS, and Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Good luck to the Mustangs from the South Union Township Supervisors, Rick Vernon, Jason Scott, and Robert Schiffbar.
Here we go now, top half of the 5th inning. Still no score. Moving right along here at Landman Field. Leading off for Uniontown will be Wyatt Lepley, followed by Wyatt Rischel and John Harum.
And even though Uniontown, we mentioned, Gary, has a couple of hits in the game, they still have been retired in order with the double plays we saw.
You're right. 2 hits.
2 infield singles, one from Rischel in the second, another from Capon in the third.
And Lepley, the 4th man in the lineup, will face Bona. Looks at strike 1 at the letters. I don't know which seniors you've mentioned so far, but Alex Gesk, can you talk about him a little?
I've not talked about him yet. So
parents Rob and Diane Gesk getting accepted into Penn State, his proudest accomplishment. Going to be a Nittany Lion. Strike 2 in there to Lepley. Loves playing baseball. He's been playing baseball a long time with all of his friends out here on the field here, and also traveling league out at Hark. He's going to be attending main campus in civil engineering. There's a line shot to center field, drifting over and making the catch out there is Alex Gesk, right on cue.
Also has a brother, CJ, favorite athlete Sidney Crosby, favorite teams Steelers and Penguins, favorite food steak. Person most admired is Pat Plasinki. Life outside of baseball, likes playing hockey and hanging out with friends.
Yeah, he played on that team with Hench and Capuzzi. A couple other Laurel Highlands guys. on that squad. Golombeski, I'm sure I'm going to miss some of them, but had a nice year.
His most memorable Laurel Highlands moment, testing out boats for engineering class. That sounds like fun.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball fouled back by Wyatt Rischel.
His
One
dad,
out in the inning.
And his dad, Rob's been very active with the Laurel Highlands baseball boosters as well this year.
One pitch with one out. Ground ball to short. Backhanded by Sprinsky. Gains his feet. Long stroke, and would have had him. Excellent play, but just a little short. Nice effort. Infield single again for Wyatt Rischel. His second of the game. He's 2 for 2, both infield singles. And Brstinsky with a beautiful play in the hole to his right. Righted himself. Made the strong throw. Just could not get it completely to Sam Frazee, so on with the single is Wyatt Rischel.
Third hit of the game for Uniontown.
Brings up Harum with one out. Back in standing on the throw over to first was Rischel.
This half inning brought to you by the Centers for Rehab Services, the physical therapist Jim Burns, located on Wayland Smith Drive in Uniontown.
So Harum at the plate, going to try to help himself here in the top half of the fifth inning. With no score, here's a pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. Bonner working here into the fifth inning. Just what Coach DeBerry wanted, innings out of Dylan Bonner.
Mentioned final regular season conference game tomorrow against Albert Gallatin. Both a radio and TV simulcast on the air on the radio side at 3:45 with the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Mustangs will also play a non-conference game Thursday at Hempfield.
Second pitch high and outside, 1-1. You already talked about Dylan and his senior?
I did talk about Dylan.
That's
I went
good.
through his bio earlier. I think the
fastball low and outside, throw to second, strong throw for the out. Caught stealing.
Wow.
Was Wyatt Rischel. Erases him on the strong throw there by Caleb Scott.
So we're back in order now.
Mara taking the throw out there.
I think the two we still have to do, Gary, Michael Brstensky and Greg Hench, whenever we get the opportunity.
We talked already about Hench making the all-conference team.
First team all-conference.
Parents Greg and D. Hench. Fastball to Harum in the dirt. So the count now to Harum is 3-1 with 2 outs. Selected for all section first team, playing sports with his friends. Attending Seton Hill University also for physician's assistant program. 3-1 offering to Harum. Foul back. What's his favorite food, Brian?
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Yeah, that's a good choice there.
And Myers' parents also enjoys playing golf. You mentioned hockey as well. His most memorable moment. Did you mention the over-the-fence home run in 2018?
Did not.
And playing baseball with all of his buddies.
3-2 pitch now with 2 outs. Spawna high and outside. So on with the walk will be John Harum. And that was important throw out at second base now on the stolen base try by Wyatt Rischel. So just with one man on, we're going to have a courtesy runner for Uniontown for Rischel. That's going to be Andrew Maher.
And Greg's cousin, Ashley Thurby Colasar, good friend of the station, and her husband, Rich, the new football coach for Laurel Highlands this coming fall.
That's right.
There's all kinds of connections there.
And Greg, his dad, is the business manager for Laurel Highlands. Here's a pitch. There's a shot into left field. That's going to be foul by a foot. Wow. That was a rope down the left field line by number 8, Marcus Capon, the designated hitter. Has a hit already here this afternoon, and that was foul by inches down the left field line. And that could have been trouble with speed on first in the form of Maher. But it goes as a long strike.
I know it's a non-conference game, and you mentioned it earlier, Gary. If you're Laurel Highlands, you want to find a way one way or another to get this win because a loss against Uniontown is not going to bode well for you as far as playoff seeding if they're comparing Laurel Highlands versus another team. And granted, the Mustangs don't have their normal lineup in play today, but still, I think the committee's not going to know that.
Throw over back safely was Maher. 0-1 now to Marcus Capon. From the stretch, Bona fires in the dirt. 1-1.
Laurel Highlands with 4 conference losses, and 3 of the 4 were 2-1 games.
2 outs in the inning, no score, runner on at first. Top of the 5th. Throw over again now, diving back in safely, dislodging the base that time was Maher. Gives us a chance to talk about Michael Brzezinski, escorted by his parents Matt and Tammy Brzezinski. His proudest accomplishment being accepted into the National Honor Society. That's always impressive.
For sure.
Being on the field and in school with his friends is what he likes to do, and he's going to attend Penn State and become a mechanical engineer.
His favorite athlete, Derek Jeter. Favorite team, Duke. Favorite food, Chinese.
Pitch to Capon, low and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike to Capon.
Admires his grandfather, the Tuts. Likes watching and playing other sports, spending time with family and friends. It's Michael Brzezinski.
There's a fly ball to center field. Guest going over, battling the sun, and makes the catch in short left center for the out. So no damage with 1 hit in the inning. The Raiders do leave 1 on, and we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Still no score here at Lamon Field on WMBS, Trib Live High School Sports Network, and the South Union Township Sports Network.
Turn to the experts. Fayette Furnace Company Incorporated, serving the Tri-County area since 1920, the area's oldest and most reliable heating and cooling contractor, specializing in Carrier equipment. Employee owned and operated, choosing Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier not only gives you over 200 years of experience, but gives you the experts to help you solve your home's comfort needs. Call Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier to solve your home comfort needs today. Call 724-438-5400 or look up Fayette Furnace Company on the web at FayetteFurnaceCompany.com. Turn to the experts, almost 100 years of serving the Tri-County area. For more information, call Mike at 724-438-5400. That's 724-438-5400 for Fayette Furnace Company.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Back again here at Lamon Field as we trudge along on a no-score game here in the bottom of the 5th between the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders. Still on the hill for Uniontown, John Harum. Very effective so far. The Mustangs with just 4 hits have left a couple guys on base, but double plays have been the friend of both pitchers here this afternoon.
Gary, we're talking off the air during the half-inning break. A number of teams in our coverage area in the WPIAL playoffs this year. Connellsville, currently tied with Hempfield for 3rd place in their conference in 6A. Looks like they'll get in. And Brownsville's had a nice surge. I think they've won 6 games in a row. They're 6-4 in conference play, 10-4 overall, playing some nice baseball. Of course, they were last year's AAA champs, moving down in classification to AA in California. Currently the 2nd-ranked team in Single A. They're 12-1 overall and 10-0 in conference play.
Second pitch to Sam Frazee. First one high and outside. This one low and inside. 2-0 to Sam Frazee. Doubled back in the second. Was doubled off on that Fly ball to center field. 2-0. Harem's pitch, that's low and in the got him on the foot.
Wow.
Tried to skip out of the way, but hits his back left foot, left-hander, and he'll be on with the hit batsman, giving the Mustangs another leadoff runner on.
Of course, the Mustangs clinched a playoff spot last week, and they're fighting for playoff positioning right now, tied with Montour at 7-4 in conference play. West Allegheny in first place in Section 3 and 5A, 15-2 overall, 11-0 in the conference.
That brings up Alex Gesk at the plate with Frazee on at first. Harem's pitch to him. Bunt shown, and that ball gets away from the catcher, Jeff King. So the sacrifice is accomplished without the need of a bunt. Ball trickled to the right of Jeff King, and quickly down to second base was Sam Frazee.
And Trinity also locked up a playoff spot with their win over Montour, which helped out Laurel Highlands yesterday. Albert Gallatin could still tie Trinity for the fourth position in the conference. They're 3-7. They play Carrick today, and of course Laurel Highlands tomorrow. But I'm not sure about the season series between Trinity and AG. If AG would have a chance to get in there if they had split the season series. Don't have those results in front of me. Go ahead.
Pitch to Gesk is low and inside again, and gets away once again from Jeff King. So Sam Frazee down to third with nobody out. In a 2-0 count, Alex Gesk at the plate. Chance to put the Mustangs on top here in the bottom of the fifth.
You're trying to get a run around.
Left-handed hitting Alex Guest now from the stretch. Harem. Here's a pitch. There's a shot, and that's a fair ball down the right field line. That's going to go all the way to the corner. Gesk around first, headed to second, and he'll be in with the stand-up RBI double. Alex Gesk.
Actually went off the glove of Alex Busby, but Busby unable to corral it in on that screamer from Gesk. And Gesk picking up another RBI here. That's his fifth of the season, driving in Sam Frazee. And finally, the Mustangs getting a run across here in the bottom half of the fifth inning.
And that's going to bring up Brstinsky with Gesk out there now in scoring position. Michael flew out the left his first time up. Harem not in trouble pitch-wise. He's still in the 50s in the fifth inning. Here's a pitch and a bunt now. Trickles foul towards the Red Raider dugout. First strike. Good idea to try to get Gesk down to third with nobody out. Would be one out if the sacrifice was successful. So Brstinsky back in the batter's box, hitting right-handed. See if he squares around again. He does. Pulls back on the high fastball. 1-1 now to Michael Brstinsky. Big crowd here today, Brian. They're lined up all the way down the left field line. Stands are pretty full up there beside the concession stand.
Couple nice 74-degree afternoon with senior day. Late in the season, the two rivals playing. You'll get a nice
There's the
crowd.
bunt right out in front of home plate, and that's going to be one play to first base. He might be safe. He is.
Nice.
Brstinsky beating out the play to first base, using that speed down the line. And that ball just died out there in the grass infield in front of Harem. Unable to make the play quick enough to get Brstinsky at first. So he moves Alex Guest to third, beats out the infield bunt single. 2 on, first and third, nobody out. Ryan Bricker to the plate.
Of course, all the rain we've had over the area the last couple of days. They did cut the infield grass here at Landman Field, but still a little slow. And couple that with Brstinsky's speed has the Mustangs with one already across here in the inning and runners on the corners.
Fastball on the outside part of the plate for strike one to Ryan Bricker.
And Ryan made the most of his start here today with a single to right field first time up.
See if we get Brstinsky moving here. I would imagine with his speed, DeBerry will send him at one of these pitches, throw over, back in easily. Brstinsky with a pretty big lead out here at first base. Here's the one strike pitch to Ryan Bricker, but timeout called as he steps out. Brstinsky now checking with Harem on the move to first, see if he goes. Not this time. There's a bunt down to first base. Play it home on the squeeze, and he is safe. The ball got away from Jeff King. Wow. I'm not sure if that was a squeeze or just a safety bunt, but in any event, scoring on the play was Alex Gesk. Harum made the play right out in front of first base, flipped it to King. Looked like he had it in time to make the tag, but it jarred out of his glove. To the backstop, Mustangs up 2-0.
Nonetheless, an RBI bunt single and back-to-back bunt singles for the Mustangs. And 4 straight Laurel Highlands players have reached base safely here to start the bottom half of the 5th inning, and now 2 runs across, and the Mustangs up 2-0.
I'm not sure how to score that one, Brian. It might be a fielder's choice. Could have probably thrown to first. Chose to go to home. And
even at first, though, you never know.
Yeah, you're right. So we'll give him the single. He's a speedy guy, too, Ryan Bricker.
Whole infield in here now for Uniontown. Talking to Kenny Musco, Uniontown's head coach. Kenny's son, a pretty good player as well. Gary, we saw him pitching down at the Harkball Fields last week. Did a game on the South Union Township Sports Network. Nice lefty in the 11 and 12-year-old division.
Very knowledgeable of the game. And that's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Santino Mara, with runners again on first and third. Still nobody out here. Now the Mustangs breaking that 0-0 tie, leading 2-0 now in the bottom of the 5th.
Sometimes you break that initial surge, really opens up the floodgates, and the Mustangs doing just that here in the bottom half of the 5th.
First pitch to Mara, runner fake going. Does not go. Ball low and outside for ball 1.
Another high school baseball regular season really flew by again, Gary.
It's amazing how fast this season goes, and looking at playoff action next week. Nice to see the Mustangs back in the playoffs.
Second straight year.
Fastball in the outside corner, 4-strike 1.
They've been a consistent player in the WPIAL playoffs. You go back to the 2007 season, I think they've been in 10 of the last 13 years now.
Looking to try to be in a little longer this year.
Yeah, for sure. And that's been the key for the Mustangs, trying to get over that quarterfinal round playoff hump.
There's a looper to right field down the line. Fair ball. That's going to score a run, and Bricker trying to dig his way to third. There's the throw, and he's in heads up. And Santino Mara takes advantage of the throw to third, slides in safely at second. So the looper down the right field line falls for a single for Santino Mara. RBI single. Scores Brstinsky on the play. Makes it 3-0. Hustling to third, Michael Brstinsky drew the throw. And as that throw made it to third base, Santino Mara smartly scoots into second to leave runners at second and third, and nobody out here in the 5th.
And 3 already across now for Laurel Highlands, leading 3-0.
It's Bricker on third, and the Red Raiders will bring it in. Shot right up the middle, base hit. Rounding third, trying to score is Mara. Strong throw to the plate, not in time.
Wow.
And now let's see what Bonner does as the ball gets away from the catcher King. He'll go down to second. So RBI single for Dylan Bonner. So hit batsman to start the inning, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight hits by the Mustangs, Brian.
Well, it's good for Bonner right now. Got an opportunity yesterday, and how many times we talked about taking advantage of those opportunities. And he had 4 out of 5 plate appearances yesterday, Gary, where he was productive. Was hit by a pitch, scored a run, stole a base in the first inning. Sac fly RBI in the second inning. Walked in the 4th inning. RBI single in the 7th inning. Did have a fly out to center field in the 6th inning. Then he come back today. Single to right field in the 1st inning, then a 2 RBI single here. He's 2 for 3 today.
There's a pitch now, and a bunt right out in front of home plate. Played at first, and out at first is going to be Tyler Becker. But moving down to third is Dylan Bonner.
Now I think Bonner's another at-bat that Scott DeBerry would feel very comfortable trusting in a WPIAL playoff game.
That's one rule I'd like to see change, Brian. That should be a sacrifice.
Yeah.
But moving the runner from second to third is not considered a sacrifice. And now we're going to have a courtesy runner for Bonner, as he'll come out to pitch, I'm sure, in the 6th inning, and I think that is Hench, isn't it?
Kumar,
I'm sorry. 16, not 18.
I don't think Hench even had the uniform on today. During
Probably
senior
killing
day.
him to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's going to bring up Zimkowski with the runner on third. Curveball inside. First out of the inning on the bunt by Tyler Becker.
It was good to see Greg was all right after taking that shiner yesterday.
Here's the 1-0 pitch now from the stretch. Harem to Zimkowski. That's in for a strike.
So 5 already across here in the 5th.
1-1 pitch now about to come from Harem. Grounder to short. Now play to the plate again. That throws in high. No chance on the speedy runner there. Dylan Bonner. He had that beat regardless,
yes,
Brian.
Surprised to see the throw was made to home there because they had a sure out at first. I get it, it's 5-0. But still, as you said, Gary, they had no chance of getting him at home.
So Bonner scores and makes it 6-0.
That has to be a fielder's choice.
Absolutely, but an RBI. So with just still 1 out, there's another drive. This one to right field and playing shallow. Could be another double play. Drop the ball. Wow. Good chance out there as playing shallow. Jake Murray made the catch on the line drive by Caleb Scott. Flies out to 9. Almost doubled off there at first was Zimkowski, but now to the plate. 10th batter to the plate will be Sam Frazee, his second opportunity of the inning.
That was a sac fly RBI, Gary.
Oh, that's right. The guy was on third. Missed that.
Scored Becker.
No, Becker wasn't on third.
It was,
no, there was only one runner on first. Becker was out 1-3.
Well, it's 6-0.
Yeah. There was 4 runs.
Was it 4 before that?
Yeah,
okay,
Frazee, Gesk, Brstinsky, and Bricker scored the first 4, and then Mara and Bonner scored.
Okay. Been a crazy inning.
I think it was Kumar that scored there.
No, Kumar scored on the courtesy runner.
Yep. That's where he got thrown off at.
Next pitch high and outside.
Nonetheless,
So
6 across.
Exactly.
The Mustangs sitting pretty right now.
Now our scorebook is a mess as we have to add another inning. Frazee looks at a strike. 1-1. Out there at second now is Zimkowski. On the fielder's choice, a ground ball to shortstop. Chose to try to make the play at home. Swing and a miss by Frazee, 1-2. Started this inning with a hit batsman. He caught it on his foot, and floodgates opened after that as the Mustangs have played at 6 here in the 5th. Here's the pitch, high and outside. A lot of pitches for Harem here in the inning. Trying to end this inning. Runner going. And there's a fly grounder to first base. Nice play on that hard hit there by Frazee. Alex Busby dives to his left and grabs it, touches first for the unassisted out. That ends the inning, but not before the Mustangs put 6 runs up and now lead 6-0 as we go to the top of the 6th here on WMBS, the South Union Township Sports Network, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
Alec Busby, Jake Shiley, and Jeff King due up here for Uniontown in the top half of the sixth inning. Now 6-0, Laurel Highlands over Uniontown after the Mustangs sent 10 men to the plate and plated 6 runs in the bottom half of the fifth. And Busby swings and misses there at the first pitch from Dylan Bonner. There's a good chance the Mustangs might be able to get a complete game out of Bonner here today, Gary, the way things are going.
I agree, and they might as well.
Now Bonner's 0-1 here to Busby. Low and in the dirt, evens things up at 1-1. Busby grounded into a fielder's choice first time up. Uniontown winding down their season as well. We mentioned they had 2 games yesterday against 2 different teams. Lost to McKeesport and West Mifflin. They'll wrap up the season tomorrow against Ringgold, their last regularly scheduled game. 6:30 start over at Bailey Park. Now 2-1. Bonnet to Busby. Sure was nice for them, Gary, to get back at Bailey for the 2019 season as Bonner winds and fires the 2-1. High and inside, now 3-1. Much closer playing the games at Bailey than when they had to play up at Farmington. Did spend some time playing down at Hutchinson. And how about the renovations they've made down there?
Absolutely. It's a beautiful park down there at Hutchinson. And looking forward to American Legion baseball down there this summer.
Yeah, they got that field in great shape, and they'll have the nets up soon. And there's a walk issued to Alec Busby here in the top half of the sixth. This top half of the sixth inning brought to you by NovaCare Rehabilitation on Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Now Jake Shiley coming to the plate. Shiley grounded out into a double play. Actually flew out into a double play, 3 unassisted. It was a line out that Frazee stood on the first base bag and doubled off Marcus Capon.
Coach DeBerry coming to the mound. He's going to talk a little bit to Dylan. I guess he hasn't gone this far all season, and as we said, we'd like to have him go the entire game, but you also don't want to overuse him.
For sure. And Bonner came in. This is only his second appearance. Had worked only 2 innings coming into this game. Huddling here with Coach Scott DeBerry and Caleb Scott.
Caleb having his arms around Coach DeBerry and Bonner, his buddies, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
We'll probably break this up here soon.
Yeah, it's getting a little cozy there on the mound.
I think they might send Bond into center field. Coach DeBerry, they're looking out that way.
We got somebody warming down here? We do. Looks like Kumar in the bullpen, Brian.
I'm going to stick with Bonner for now. Maybe just giving him that option.
He's buying time. He was buying time for Kumar down the line.
If we need you, we'll keep you in the game. Might move you out to center. But you can still play.
Yeah.
Now Shiley at the plate. Busby on first. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th. Laurel Highlands leading Uniontown 6-0. Now a glance at first from Bonner. A line drive. Actually hit the ground in front of Zimkowski. Tried to go to second. Was not caught in the air. And then Marr unable to come up with it.
You have to give that as an error on third base, I believe. Yep. Probably could have been made, and Santino would normally make that play, but it was a difficult play as the throw was to the first base side and in the dirt. So the first error of the game puts Shiley on the fielder's choice, and the Red Raiders have first and second, nobody out.
Jeff King due up next. 0 for 2 today. Flew out to Tyler Becker in right first time up, grounded out 6-3 second time up in the 4th inning. So Uniontown trying to make a little charge back here after yielding 6 runs in the bottom half of the 5th inning. First pitch high and inside there to King. The way this is going, you might see Nick Kumar here before the inning's done. We'll see.
Probably the last batter. If he doesn't get an out here to Jeff King, I would think they will go to Kumar. And rightfully so.
1-0, fastball misses low. 2-0. Uniontown with Busby now on second, Shiley on first.
Dillon have a little bit of control problems here also in the 6th inning.
Right, tiring out a little bit. Now Caleb's going to come out and talk to him again.
Probably got a signal from the bench to go give him a little bit more time for Kumar to warm up.
Can we remind you, we're back on the air tomorrow, another afternoon, actually the final regular season broadcast of the year on both the radio and the TV side. Laurel Highlands hosting Albert Gallatin on the air with the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show at 3:45. First pitch set for 4 o'clock. And, of course, we'll have the Mustang playoff games for you as well, both on the radio and the TV side. Swing and a miss there. Big cut from Jeff King. Count now 2-1. First 2 pitches missed from Bonnet to King before time was called.
Dillon now approaching 85 pitches.
And the pitch total's gone up a little bit here in the 6th inning. Now showing Button fouling it off is King. Count now 2-2.
Check that. Under 70. He's about under 80. I'm sorry, about 77.
Okay. 85 seemed a little high to me, but you were keeping him over there, so I trust you.
My addition wasn't good here.
Forgot to carry the 1, huh?
Yeah. No, I carried it too far.
2-2 now. Bonnet to King. That one gets away from Scott. Runners will advance. Busby down to third, Shiley in a second.
Well, turning into a sloppy inning for the Mustangs defensively now with second and third, nobody out.
Count now full, 3-2.
Just need to work outs at this point.
Now first base open. Need a strike here from Dylan Bonham. 3-2 on the way. Fastball and King, a line drive into center, and it gets past the center fielder Alex Gesk. Red Raiders plate 2. Here's King rounding second. And he'll hold up right there with the relay coming in. It was actually Bricker on the throw-in. So a nice effort from Gesk, but the ball getting behind him, and a 2 RBI double for Jeff King.
I'm sure that's going to do it for Dillon. Here comes Coach DeBerry.
We'll have a pitching change here for the Mustangs. So now 6-2, Laurel Highlands over Uniontown. Still nobody out here in the top half of the 6th. We'll take a quick timeout. Pitching change here at Landman Field on WMBS, the Triple High School Sports Network, and the South Union Township Sports Network.
Nice hand for Dylan Bonner from the fans and his teammates as he exits. He can win it, cannot lose it. Got a lot of innings out of Dillon here. through 5 and 3 batters in the 6th.
So if we haven't stepped aside, we'll step aside for a timeout here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network and the South Union Township Sports Network.
Davis and Davis, helping the injured.
If you're injured in an accident, after you address the medical problems, you're going to be faced with numerous questions concerning who's going to pay your medical bills, your property damage, the wages that you might be losing if you can't go to work. These are things that you need counsel for.
That your income is protected, that your bills are paid, that your family's taken care of. We've been doing this since 1976. We've helped injured people. We can help you.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Hey, Kumar, the new Laurel Highlands pitcher, enters the game with an 0-2 record, his 6th appearance, 1.62 ERA. He's worked 13 innings, given up 8 hits, 3 runs. All of them earned, struck out 13 and walked 11 so far this season. The first pitch here, fastball misses low and outside, hops away from Scott. And there goes the Uniontown runner. That's a courtesy runner for King out there, advancing down to third.
And pick up that number.
Looks like 25 to me, who's not on my roster. He actually might be on, no, not on this roster card they handed us either. Not sure who that is down there, Gary. And here's a shot into right center field. Look out, that's in the gap between Bricker and Bonner. And the Red Raiders played another run. Courtesy runner scores and an RBI single for Nolan Sennett. Just like that, the Red Raiders have cut the Laurel Highlands lead in half, now to 6-3.
They're not going away, that's for sure. Still nobody out.
Now 4 straight Red Raiders here in the top half of the 6th inning have reached base safely. Now Owen Martin coming to the plate. Martin 0 for 2 today, batting here from the left side. Kumar now out of the stretch with Sennett on first. First pitch here, that one hits Owen Martin. Wow.
So that double play ball by Jake Shiley down to third is really looming big now with
sure.
2 runners on. And still nobody out, and that brings up the cleanup hitter, Wyatt Lepley.
He actually represents, Gary, the game-tying run at this juncture of the game.
Here in the top half of the 6th inning.
Lepley 0 for 2 today, a couple of flyouts. One to Brostensky. Another to Alex Gesk, who was playing center at the time. First pitch here from Kumar, and first pitch swinging and set into right field and over the line and making the grab there, Alex Gesk. For the first out of the inning, runners have to hold up with a quick relay coming in.
I think that's Bricker. He moved over to right.
Is it Bricker over? Yeah, you're right. It is
Gesk
Bricker
is
over
in
there.
left.
Okay. I'll reverse those on my lineup card.
Big out there.
So Bricker in right, Gesk in left, Bonner in center. Infield remains unchanged. Simkoski at third, Brostensky at short, Mara at second, and Frazee at first. Now Nick Kumar on the mound, Caleb Scott still catching. And the first pitch, a strike there to Wyatt Rischel. And Wyatt, a pair of infield singles, was caught stealing after getting on board last time up. 9-0-1 here. Kumar glanced back at second. Now the 0-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball, misses high and inside. Evens things up at 1-1. Give Uniontown a lot of credit here, Gary. Scrapping back into this game.
Some ringing hits, too. Double by King, single by Sennett. Both very strong hits.
And Rischel's the 7th Red Raider to bat here in the top half of the 6th as Kumar misses low there on the 1-1. Looks like the Bees are giving you fits again today,
Oh,
Gary.
yeah. I got a couple of them last game. They're probably not happy with me.
No. I have some spray over here if you need it. Now 2-1. Throw over to first. High throw coming in. Gets away there from Frazee, and down to third goes Nolan Sennett.
Unable to advance, though, was Martin as he had to dive back into first, but another sloppy circumstance for the Mustangs.
They're moving right along in this game until the bottom half of the 5th inning, and it saw Laurel Highlands score 6 runs. Now Uniontown coming back with 3 of their own here in the top half of the 6th, and we're not done yet. Runners on the corners, 1 out. Wyatt Rischel at the plate. A 2-1 counts here from Kumar to Rischel. Kumar, another throw over to first, and again it gets away from Frazee. Was thrown in the dirt, and the Red Raiders now back to within 2. And sliding, coming across home is Nolan Sennett. Advancing down to second on the play now is Owen Martin. Wow.
Really don't see the need to be making those throws over to
agree.
first at this point. Leading 6-3. Just need to work outs. And 2 straight bad throws to first base. Plates another run for the Red Raiders, now 6-4.
And Rischel's still at the plates. 2-1 count on him. Kumar now glance back at second. 2-1 pitch on the way. Fastball fouled off. Now 2-2.
Can't even give an RBI to someone on that one.
No, not at all. Some mistakes the Mustangs shouldn't be making, you would think, at this juncture of the game. And Kumar stepping off here. Count 2-2. From Kumar to Rischel. And this one, I don't know if that got away from him or what, Gary, but it sailed way over the head of Caleb Scott. Count now 3-2, and also allows Martin to advance down to third. Wow.
So again, runner on third with just 1 out.
Like a knuckler that slipped out. Now payoff pitch, needing a strike here to Wyatt Rischel. 3-2 fastball low and outside for ball 4. Might want to get somebody else warming up in the bullpen
They
right
are.
now, too.
Andino Vecchiola is down there warming up now.
It can't be Vecchiola.
Let me see.
He pitched.
Oh, it's Justin Brstinsky.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Couldn't see down the line what number it was.
Yeah, he went 6 yesterday.
And he's running into the dugout now, so he's ready to go.
Brstinsky actually pitched the final inning yesterday against Char Valley, but obviously did not go over 25 pitches, so they can use him however they need here down the stretch. Now you have the game-tying run on first. John Harem scheduled up next, and he will bat.
He walked all in the last inning.
Correct. Into a double play in the second inning.
So if I'm coaching for Uniontown right now, I'm making Kumar throw a strike before you're swinging.
I agree. Now Uniontown's going to jog out a courtesy runner. That's Andrew Mayer.
And they'll look to get him down at second any way they can with regard to a steal or a wild pitch, pass ball, anything like that.
That'd actually be a pinch runner because Rischel was playing second base.
You're right.
Here we go. John Harem, the 8th Red Raider to bat here in the top half of the 6th. Game-tying run now on first. Go-ahead run at the plate. The first pitch taken for strike 1.
Good pitch there by Kumar. Brought the heat right down the middle.
I think Kenny Musco was thinking the same thing you were there.
Yeah, they're
Gary,
taking to a strike, no doubt.
Now 0-1. Kumar to Harem. Fastball, and Harem fouling this one off. And the Red Raiders were sending Rischel, or the courtesy runner, Mayer on the play.
He had second easily. But good pitch for Harem to go after.
Now 0-2. Kumar to Harem. Nick now taking his time. 0-2 pitch, breaking ball in there for strike 3. So Harem gets punched out. Only the second strikeout of the game for Laurel Highlands pitchers here today, and the first for Kumar. Right, it was a good pitch.
Tied him up. He had no chance to even go after that one. And clutch pitch there with 2 outs now. Trying to end this with 2 runners on, first and third. 6-4, Mustangs on top. Marcus Capon, yes.
Takes ball 1.
He's hit the ball hard twice.
Infield single first time up, flew out to center field in his second at-bat and the 5th inning. And Capon, the 9th Red Raider to bat here in the top of the 6th. Runner going again. No throw here from Caleb Scott. Uniontown now 2 in scoring position, and now a 1-1 count here to Capon. Now they got in a rundown here, and Uniontown's going to score another run at 6-5, and they'll tag out the courtesy runner Mayer, but Uniontown gets another run across. So
wow,
I think they set up a double steal. Char Valley tried it on Laurel Highlands yesterday unsuccessfully, but here today, It does plate another Uniontown run.
It's a one-run game.
Yeah, as Owen Martin came around to score. So the Red Raiders get 5 here in the top half of the 6th. They'll go to the bottom of the 6th. 6-5 now. Laurel Highlands over Uniontown on the Radcliffe Law Firm High School Sports Day on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and the South Union Township Sports Network.
Southwestern Endoscopy Center is a state-licensed and Medicare-certified facility and emphasizes privacy, comfort, caring, and safety for colonoscopies and upper GI endoscopies. Painless procedures are done with twilight sedation given by a board-certified anesthesiologist. The center accepts most insurance plans and is staffed by Doctors Ruth Hart, Calabrese, Stokes, SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Brian Moroza, Gary Frankhauser, Jerry Dupé, and Nick Barczyk back with you heading to the bottom of the 6th inning. Laurel Highlands with Alex Gesk, Michael Brostensky, and Ryan Bricker due up. Really been an interesting game, Gary. It was a pitcher's duel through 4.5 innings. It was scoreless. Uniontown then gives up 6 to Laurel Highlands in the bottom half of the 5th. The Red Raiders get 5 back in the top half of the 6th.
Yeah, cruising along till that 6th inning, and all kind of crazy stuff happening.
Now the bottom of the 6th, Gesk, who was 1 for 2 today, doubled and scored a run last time up. Into a double play in the 2nd inning. John Harum still on the mound here for Uniontown, and Gesk first pitch swinging there, line drive into right, and that one sneaks by Jake Murray. Backing it up is Owen Martin, and Gesk on his way to 2nd. Now he's going to go to 3rd. Relay coming in, play at 3rd, and Gesk is out.
Wow. He was looking at the coach, and the coach called him over, so good relay play there by the Red Raiders as that ball was all the way to the fence, and what would have been runner on 3rd with nobody out turns into the first out of the inning, and that kind of breaks a cardinal rule. Don't want to make the first out at 3rd.
Scott DeBerry maybe frustrated with himself there. Rolled the dice, came up snake eyes. And the Mustangs with an out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Goes in the books as a double for Gesk. Now Michael Brostensky at the plate. Another first pitch swinging here. Drive in on the left, and that one gloved down by the left fielder Jake Shiley. So 2 pitches and 2 outs, and again, in unconventional fashion.
9-6-5 on that play to 3rd base.
Mustangs got aggressive there with Gesk. Now Ryan Bricker at the plate. Bricker 2 for 2 today. Single to right field. Bunt single with an RBI on what was another odd play as Uniontown was trying to get the out at home. That one popped foul there by Bricker.
After that wild 6th inning, you're the Mustangs. You do not want to go 1-2-3 and let the Red Raiders get back into that dugout with momentum.
After you saw that Gesk hit, things are looking pretty. And there, Bricker takes one on the inside. Evens things up at 1-1. At least the Mustangs have a little confidence. They got the bats going again in the bottom half of the 5th inning. After a little bit of a slow start in this one. Now the 1-1 here, hit on the ground foul. Bouncing on the fence in front of the Uniontown dugout. Now 1-2 counts. From John Harum to Ryan Bricker. What's Harum's pitch count out right now, Gary?
I have him at close to 90.
Okay. Figured it was getting up there.
Probably 86 is what I have.
Okay. Of course, the Mustangs might not have to bat in the bottom half of the 7th inning, depending on how the top half goes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. It ends up being a 1-2-3 inning. And we'll go to the top half of the 7th. Uniontown down to their final 3 outs, but it's a 1-run game. 6-5 Laurel Highlands over Uniontown here on the Ratcliffe Law Firm High School Sports Day on WMBS and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network and the South Union Township Sports Network.
Turn to the experts. Fayette Furnace Company Incorporated, serving the Tri-County area since 1920. The area's oldest and most reliable heating and cooling contractor, specializing in Carrier equipment. Employee owned and operated, choosing Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier not only gives you over 200 years of experience, but gives you the experts to help you solve your home's comfort needs. Call Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier to solve your home comfort needs today. Call 724-438-5400 or look up Fayette Furnace Company on the web at FayetteFurnaceCompany.com. Turn to the experts, almost 100 years of serving the Tri-County area. For more information, call Mike at 724-438-5400. That's 724-438-5400 for Fayette Furnace Company.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Marcus Capon leading off the top half of the 7th here for Uniontown. Grounder to Mara at second, throw over to first, in time to Frazee. So 1 pitch, 1 swing, and 1 out here, Gary, in the top half of the 7th.
That's what the Mustangs are looking for. Red Raiders need base runners. Just down by 1 run, though.
The 6-5 Laurel Highlands lead, and now Alex Busby at the plate. Busby grounded into a fielder's choice first time up, walked and scored a run in the 6th inning. Swing of the first pitch here and foul it off. This top half of the 7th being brought to you by Jason Scott at South Union Township.
He was the lead runner on that potential double play ball back in the 6th inning that opened the gates for Uniontown.
Finding the strike zone there, Nick Kumar.
Good heat on that fastball. He reached back a little bit for that one.
Just like that, the count at 0-2. Now Kumar trying to finish off Alec Busby. 0-2 pitch, fastball. Oh, I thought that was strike 3 inside. It's close. And we don't have the best vantage point here down the first base line, but still. Couldn't have missed by much, Gary.
Yeah, tough one to take. 0-2.
Now 1-2. Kumar brings the heat again. Ground ball here to first. Frazee a little juggle, regains, and steps on the first base bag for the second out of the inning. And now 2 away. And Jake Shiley coming to the plate. Shiley grounded into a double play in the third, reached on an air and scored a run in the 6th.
It's last out for the Red Raiders.
And they're going to have a pinch hitter here. It's going to be Schwartzentruber. Jake Schwartzentruber to bat for Shiley. And Schwartzentruber so far this season, just 1 of 11 at the plate. Swing at the first pitch here and swing and a miss, 0-1. Uniontown senior. And the Mustangs also recognized all of the Uniontown seniors here before the start of the game as well. Wyatt Rischel, Wyatt Lepley, Nolan Sennett, Owen Martin, and Jake Schwartzentruber. Now 0-1. Kumar to Schwartzentruber. Swing and a miss. Now 2 strikes on Schwartzentruber. And the Mustangs 1 strike away from picking up a 6-5 non-conference win at Landman Field against their rival Uniontown. 0-2 pitch, and Schwartzentruber a foul ball.
Almost came in the booth here.
Well, you've had a productive afternoon, Gary. You told me you were 3 for 3 this afternoon.
I am. These bees have no chance.
So 0-2 again.
There's 4 for 4.
There we go. 0-2 again. Schwartzentruber stays alive. Little nubber foul.
How about Cincinnati yesterday?
You weren't even using any bee spray either, Gary. Those are all you.
Manual.
Manual, yep. Old-fashioned way.
Cincinnati. They had their own bees. They got the queen bee and got the rest of them out of the ballpark.
Gary told me, or Gary was telling us in our headphones, Gary, they had a big bee attack down in Cincinnati yesterday.
Whoa,
0-2
almost.
pitch misses on the outside, now 1-2.
Kumar trying to end things here in the top half of the 7th inning.
They had 2 bee guys there watching the game.
Now the 1-2. This one hit high in the air to the left, backing up there Alex Gaskin will make the grab for the 3rd out of the inning, and Laurel Highlands survives a scare from the Red Raiders in the 6th. Your final score, Laurel Highlands 6, Uniontown 5. Back to tell you all about it right after this on WMBS, the South Union Township Sports Network, and the Trib High School Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank. At your service.
Davis and Davis, helping the injured.
In any endeavor, experience is probably the most important factor, but it's got to be the right kind of experience. Experience in the community where the case is tried, where the jurors live, where the judges work. We've been doing this since 1976 at Davis and Davis. That's a long time.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Brian Rozak and Gary Frankhauser back here at Landman Field at Laurel Highlands High School. Your final score, Laurel Highlands 6 and Uniontown 5. Here's Gary to tell you all about it.
Well, they don't ask how, they just ask how many, Brian. So a win for the Mustangs gives them another one in the win column. And looking at the seedings coming up here next week in the WPIAL playoffs, it will be very important. But they do have a big game coming up tomorrow with Albert Gallatin. For the Red Raiders, they played 5 runs, all in that 6th inning. Big hits for Uniontown. Jeff King, 1 for 3, went 2 RBIs with that double in the 6th. Nolan Sennett also with an RBI single in the 6th inning. 2 for 2 was Wyatt Rischel. he walked in the 6th inning and came around and scored on a couple pass balls by Laurel Highlands. So they finished with 5 runs on 5 hits. They did leave 3 men on base, and their only inning of scoring was that 6th, where they plated 5 runs. For the Mustangs, Santino Mara continued his hot bat, 2 for 3 with an RBI. Dylan Bonner also 2 for 3 with an RBI. Tyler Becker played the first couple innings, and he was taken out of the game, and Dylan Bonner moved out there and into the outfield after he was taken out at pitching. Other hitters, Alex Guest, 2 for 3, and Michael Brzezinski, 1 for 3 with an RBI. Ryan Bricker, 2 for 3 with an RBI. The Mustangs score 6, all in the 6th inning also. 9 hits. They did leave 3 men on base and did commit 1 error. So that's the story here from Landman Field. The Mustangs pull out the 6-5 victory over the crosstown rival Uniontown Red Raiders.
Laurel Highlands improves to 11-4 overall. They're 7-4 in Section 3 5A play. Uniontown drops to 3-12 overall. They're 3-10 in Section 3 4A play. We're back with a final word here from Landman Field in just a moment here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and the South Union Township Sports Network. Back here one final time from Landman Field. Laurel Highlands defeating Uniontown by a score of 6-5. Today's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. For Gary Frankhauser and Jerry Dupin, this is Brian Morozak. Again, your final score, Laurel Highlands 6 and Uniontown 5. This has been a South Union Township Sports Network presentation.